Hello my dearest friends, today I'm going to explain to you what requirements you need to meet if you would like to enter the UK as an international student. If you like to study in the UK for more than 6 months, then you will need to meet these 7 requirements irrespective of whether you are a visa national or not. Guys, student visa is a very complex matter, and in this video I'm going to give you an overview of these 7 requirements. But if after watching this video you would like to know more, then please feel free to visit ukvisasuccess.com/student and request more information. It is completely free and it will be sent to you within 60 seconds of your request. General grounds for refusal. This is where the decision makers start considering their applications. There are a number of general grounds for refusal, and they are generally about criminality, dishonesty, exclusions, debts to NHS, failure to pay litigation costs to the Home Office, failure to produce a valid passport, immigration history, and deportations. I've written 2 very detailed articles explaining how to check that you are not caught by any of the general grounds for refusal, and you can request the links to these articles at ukvisasuccess.com/student, completely free. Requirement number 2, confirmation of acceptance for studies. You need to have a confirmation of acceptance for study. What is confirmation of acceptance for studies? This is an electronic letter, an electronic document issued by the university in support of your application for a student visa. The CAS letter, which stands for Confirmation of Acceptance for Studies, is typically issued after you have accepted an offer and paid the required deposit to secure your place. The third requirement to meet for a successful application to enter the UK as a student is to show that you have sufficient funds. How much you need to have will depend on where geographically you intend to study in the UK, whether it's going to be in London or whether or not it's going to be outside London. Because if you intend to study in London, then you will need to show that you will have at least £1,265 per month. And if you intend to study outside London, then you need to show that you'll have at least £1,015 per month, and this is for a maximum of 9 months. So even if your course is for 1 year, then the maximum amount you'll need to have a new account will be £11,385 if you intend to study in London, and it will be £9,135 if it is outside London. And of course, this is in addition to paying a full tuition course and for the entire academic year. And if it's less than 1 year, then it has to be for the full duration of the course. You don't need to take any official language tests in order to prove your English language proficiency. Instead, the Home Office will expect the institution where you are going to study to make their own checks to ensure that you can speak English language at the appropriate level, which will allow you to successfully follow the course you are enrolling to. Normally, you will be expected to speak English at a level of at least B1 or above if you intend to do a degree course or above. My friends, there are certain rules which you need to understand which relate to the length of your study in the UK. If your UK visa is successful, you are allowed to spend no more than 2 years in the UK if studying below UK bachelor's degree level since the age of 18. The Home Office cannot approve a new visa for you to study below UK bachelor's degree level if you have already been studying below UK bachelor's degree level for 2 years. And by the way, these 2 years can be spent studying one course or a number of courses, and the time that you can spend studying at degree level or above does not include any time that you spend studying as a tier 4 child student or as a tier 4 general student aged 16 or 17. The time that you can spend studying at the degree level or above as a tier 4 general student from the age of 18 is limited to 5 years, unless one of the following applies. You are starting a course or applying for leave to study a course in one of the exempt subject areas, or you are studying or applying for leave to study. Leave to study means visa, a master's degree following the successful completion of an undergraduate degree course where the duration of that course was 4 or 5 academic years. If this applies to you, the limit will be set at 6 years in total instead of 5. And the next exemption is the grant of leave. The grant of visa is to follow a course leading to the award of PhD, postgraduate research qualification, or research master's degree where you have not previously achieved one of these awards and you are sponsored by a higher educational provider with a track record of compliance. You are applying for leave to remain as a tier 4 general student on the doctorate extension scheme. Requirement number 6, the age. In order for you to apply as a tier 4 general student, you will need to be at least 16 years old. If you are between 16 and 18 years old, your application must be supported by your parents or legal guardians, or if you have only one parent who has got sole responsibility, then it has to be supported by that parent. They need to provide you with a letter in support of your application confirming that all necessary travel, accommodation and care arrangements have been made. And in certain instances, they will be expected to provide the Home Office with evidence confirming this. And finally, my friends, in order for you to succeed in your application to enter the UK as an international student, you need to prove that you are a genuine student. And how do you do that? Well, the Home Office has got a number of criteria by which they're checking whether or not you are a genuine student. And here they are. They consider the immigration history of the applicant. The applicant means the one who applies, and any dependents, normally it's their children, in the UK and other countries. The applicant's education history, study and post-study plans, the personal and financial circumstances of the applicants and any dependents, the qualification, course provider and agents, where an applicant will be accompanied by a dependent or dependents, and it appears that one of the main applicants' reasons for applying for a tier 4 general student visa is employment, education or health care benefits. For the dependents, the entry clearance officer or caseworker should consider particularly carefully whether he's satisfied that the applicant is a genuine student. So ideally, when you make an application, you need to draft a letter in support of your application covering all these 5 aspects and clearly explaining your intentions. And one final thing before I finish this video, guys, with regards to length of time a tier 4 general student can come to the UK for, the rules are very different and they vary depending on the type of your course, on the type and the length of your course. I therefore published a special table outlining these rules, which is drafted based on the immigration rules and the Home Office guidance. And once again, If you want to check them out, please feel free to request them at ukvisasuccess.com/students. And this is it, my friends. This was an overview of all 7 requirements Tier 4 general students will need to meet in order to succeed in their application to enter the UK as a student. Once again, you'll need to start the application. You'll need to start preparing your application with checking whether or not you will be caught by any general grounds for refusal. Then you will need to have a digital document which is known as confirmation of acceptance for studies, which is normally issued by the educational institution where you're going to study, and normally it's valid for 6 months. You'll need to make sure, and you can only use it once, so you need to make sure that you have that, and normally this is issued by the university once you've made the payment. Then you'll need to have sufficient funds in your bank accounts, and you need to prove that you can speak English at the appropriate level, which will allow you to successfully follow the course you're enrolling on. And please make sure that you are not asking for impossible things. For example, if you intend to pursue an undergraduate course, then make sure that it's for no more than 2 years, and if it is at the degree level, then with some exceptions which I already mentioned in this video, it normally is for 5 years, and that you are at the appropriate age. It's over the age of 16, and if you are between 16 and 18, please make sure that your application is supported by a letter from your parents or from your legal guardians confirming that they've taken care of all the necessary care arrangements and travel arrangements here in the UK. And finally, you submit a letter in support of your application confirming that you are a genuine student and covering all aspects of the application, and confirming and proving to the Home Office why the application should be successful. Best of luck with your application, and I'll see you guys all in my next video.
If you found this video useful, you can do 3 things right now. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can visit my free website at ukvisasuccess.com, and most importantly, you can share this video with those who may benefit from it. By sharing these videos, you may help others avoid refusals of their immigration applications, because in immigration law, knowledge and clarity are the key ingredients to success. Thank you so much for your support and for your positive feedback, which incredibly inspires me and gives me fuel to create more and more videos clarifying various aspects of UK immigration law. Have a great day, everyone.